house on Earth. However, the situation here is now bad enough that the spiritual governing council for our universe decided it must act. It has two choices. Option 1 would be to wipe us humans out and start over. This would not be the first time either. The preferred approach is to let the Earth's crust slip over the core, which causes earthquakes, massive floods, and ice ages. Remember, we're still digging up tropical species from Siberian permafrost and finding them frozen without starving first, as this shift happens rapidly. Sometimes they even give select people advance warning. Ask them to build arks to help speed the repopulation. That fresh start approach was also reportedly done to Atlantis when their technology got ahead of their ethics, but that's another story for a different day. This time the council decided on option 2, that is to enlist a confederation of lightworkers and ascendant beings to help our entire planet to raise frequency and ascend to a higher density plane. We talked earlier about the density levels. Recall that the third density includes us beings with the seeds of self-awareness and free will, and that fourth is sort of a buffer, quasi-physical reality. But the fifth density is the first that's completely ethereal. In that model, the shift we're talking about is raising the Earth from level 3 to the level 5 range. And we're not alone in this effort. A federation of entities under the guidance of a governing council of the upper astrals has been working to ensure this transition for millennia. We talked about ascendant beings that are nurturing the Earth with soul energy, raising it, preparing it for ascension. At some point, it will reach an inflection point. It will then pop, so to speak, and the new Earth will separate over a short time, months or years at most. But recall that densities apply to beings, not places. The people who will cross to the new Earth need to raise their vibrations and thus their body's ability to hold that higher energy. In addition to the powerful higher beings who are helping raise the vibrations of the Earth from other dimensions, there are also these so-called waves of volunteers, or lightworkers, and keepers of the energy grid. These beings, on the scale of millions of people, are helping us, monitoring us, tuning us. These are souls who are currently incarnating humans, maybe even you. They may be here to teach particular skills or qualities to other humans. One subject who spoke to Canon learned that she is here to remind other healers who they are and remind them what their energies are so that they can do their work. She had exceptional abilities even as a baby, since she needed to incarnate with memory of her abilities to be effective. These human volunteers are often consciously unaware of their assignments.